go. The U.S. silver medalists, Kyoko Ina and John Zimmerman. Together only 8 months and a blend of experience and promise. Leslie Visser has more on this newly formed American team that is under Russian direction.
It is impossible to know the paths where fate will lead. 2 years ago at Nationals, Kyoko Ina stood atop the medal stand as John Zimmerman, the bronze medalist, looked on. Fast forward to last month when John and Kyoko, skating together, claimed the silver medal at Nationals. Their partnership comes as a result of her well-publicized breakup with Jason Dungeon. In yet another twist, they've solicited the help of a legendary Russian coach in the hopes that this will be the beginning. At the height of the Cold War, Tamara Moskvina won a silver medal for her country at Worlds. She has since coached her teams to 7 world championships in the last 2 decades. Ironically, she now lives in America and coaches an American pair, a fact that has brought criticism from the Russian press and authorities.
I answer them like this. For example, if you have your own child and you adopted another child from another country or from another family, will you treat that child differently than your own? No, you will treat them as your own child. Being in the country, using the facilities of the country, you can't be so possessive not to give something back.
And what a gift this diminutive woman has given to 2 Americans who needed balance in their skating.
You know, when I have my skates on, I'm about 6'3". I don't know what she is. She's maybe like 4'11",
or so.
4'10". So I'm like looking down at her, which means nothing, the height, because the way she looks at you, she's 10 feet tall no matter what.
Tamara has gazed upon 3 Olympic gold medals. If her current students could add their names to her legacy, well, that might be the ultimate irony.
When you think computers, you think Intel, Microsoft. And I think when you think pair skating or ice dancing, you think Russian. The Americans tend to be a little more show busy, and the Russians seem to be more classical. So if we can bring a little bit of showbiz into classical, we'll have a style that the Russians don't have either.
It would have seemed so odd a couple of years ago, but not in today's world. A top American pair learning from a Russian coach. Well, here's your top 3. There is Naya Sigrid-Lidze in the lead over Shannon Zhao of China. Then Zagorska and Shudek. The 2 other Americans, Hartzell and Hartzell, Handy and Vinabos in 12th and 13th place. As Kyoko Ina and John Zimmerman step onto the ice.
Music, Don Quixote by Mavis.
Nice opening side-by-side triples.
Nice height on that. Mistakes they've had through this year, it's very nice to see this strong opening. This, a throw triple Salchow.
Well, coming off a disappointing finish that we saw a couple of weeks ago at the Grand Prix final where they finished 5th, stayed in St. Petersburg to train with Tamara Moskvina and Berezhnaya and Sigrid-Lidze for that matter.
She is a very strong athlete with great technical skill. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to hold that landing.
But Kyoko has said that they both have very different timings from their former partners. They just need more time to get more in sync. They're a very handsome couple on the ice, very striking.
Side-by-side combination spins. Despite that fall, their performance seems infinitely more mature, more put together, and better coordinated now than it was even as late as a month ago.
But as I'm looking at them here in this arena, they look like they're moving a little bit slow and a little cautious.
Well, maybe that's all right, since they're working to get unison and security. That spin is really quite spectacular. And I notice a great deal more pleasure in her face. You know, even though there was that major mistake, this was a much better performance than I've seen them do over really the last three major competitions, including the national championship and the recent international competition. I think that's an improvement. Yes, it was slow. Yes, it wasn't free and exciting. But yes, also, it was much better unison, much more of a pair skating. And that's a forward step forward for them. And look at these side-by-side now, triple toes. And watch the security there, particularly on his part. He's been the one that's been having trouble with technical merit, and he did that very well. And isn't she happy? But on this throw triple salchow, it was a surprise and a shock. A good takeoff, good strong revolution, and she is such a powerful girl, but she tripped on that landing. I don't know why that. I guess she didn't check it, and it caused that mistake.
5-1, 4-9, 5-0.
Their finish overall very important for the U.S. in trying to keep 2, perhaps 3 spots at next year's World Championships.
Remember, there's a mandatory 0.3 of a point deduction.
4.9 to 5.3 for required elements.
Well, I think that was probably very severe marking.
5-5.
And for presentation, 5.3 to 5.6. So Kyoko, Ina, and John Zimmerman, that puts them in 8th place after their short program. So the standings heading into the free skate, the world champions back in top form. Berezhnaya and Sikoridzha over the red-hot Shen and Zhao of China. Zagorska and Shudik in 3rd. The top 3 control their own destiny. Remember that. Abitbol and Bernadette a disappointing 6th. Ina and Zimmerman 8th. Down the line to the 2 other Americans, the Hartzels and Handy and Binabos in 13th and 14th. Maybe tough for the U.S. to keep 3 spots at the Worlds next year. Leslie Visser is with the leaders now.
Terry, much stronger than we saw them a couple of weeks ago in St. Petersburg. Anton, why so much improvement in only a couple of weeks?
Because it's World Championships, you know. And in St. Petersburg it was not really good skating. And here we must skating good because, you know, Orients and everybody waiting good skating here on World Championships, and, you know, we must be strong.
Well, it looked like you were strong. You look so at ease, so confident. Were you?
Yes. I've learned much from that competition, and now I'm ready to go.
Well, it's true, as Anton says, this is when it counts. Good luck to you. Back to you, Terry.
All right, Leslie, I guess we have learned when the stakes are high, the world champions skate like the world champions. Yelena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikoridzha of Russia. You can see them skate for their 2nd straight gold medal at the World Championships in the free skate tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 2:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.